just sit doing shamatha meditation for this period of time, but we'll sit again during the course of this next teaching session and add the walking meditation again, so you have a little experience in practice with the walking meditation too. And we'll make sure we answer any questions that you have about it. Although as a group we've been walking in a circle, at home you can certainly walk in a straight line and back and forth. It's nice in this size space. When you walk as if you were circumambulating a shrine. You walk, to the right. You can imagine your teacher on your right shoulder, so you're always circumambulating your teacher, or the Buddha on your shoulder. So remember to let go of expectations, and judgments about the meditation, it being good or bad, or your capacity to do it or not to do it. Just be with the breath. We said, now here, in this moment, as purely and as consciously as you can be. When we sit with gratitude, to have this opportunity to listen to the Dharma and to contemplate and to practice. It is such good fortune. So just by having gratitude for this moment really changes one's consciousness. So when you're on the cushion at home, you can begin by feeling that sense of gratitude for the opportunity to practice Dharma, the good fortune of having come in contact with a pure tradition, a lineage that gives you, no matter how hard you practice, if you're practicing the wrong thing, it will come to naught. You have the good fortune of having a tradition that is based on the true teaching from the time of the Buddha to the present time. So that's good. And if you assert yourself, in an ongoing, disciplined kind of way, you will attain the result. So having that gratitude and sitting as one-pointedly as you can in your practice, maintaining your focus and concentration, that will lead to the goal. Most definitely. All right, so taking the postures that we've been talking about, sitting comfortably, spine straight, pulling up the abdomen, constricting the anal sphincter, and relaxing. Tongue resting on the roof of the mouth, 1 pound weight off the chin, eyes down at about a 45-degree angle. And relax the belly. Sink and relax. Let everything just settle into the cushion. Again, if thought should come to mind, return your attention as swiftly as possible back to the focus, which is the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling the cool on the inhale, feeling the warm on the exhale, or the rise and fall of the abdomen. You may be aware of all the sounds around you, but are undistracted, maintaining your awareness, mindfulness of breathing in and breathing out. Even if you have to continually bring your attention back, you breathe in, breathe out, then you're thinking about just bring it back. And gradually you'll be able to rest in that. Rest in the breath, the awareness. Doesn't mean we're pushing thoughts away or we're trying to push anything else away. We're totally aware of everything else, but undistracted. And one-pointed. So we'll be doing some more meditation in the course of this period. So I think in the beginning it's good to have more frequent, shorter sessions than extended long ones. So we said that some people do better from the beginning, and then their meditation gets a little more scattered as they go on. How many people are in that category? And we said there are some people who get scattered in the beginning, and as they meditate, their meditation gets better as they go on. How many people are in that category? Okay.
Sometimes mine switches on.
Yeah, it's not in every time, but sometimes you find that there's more one side of that or the other. So given that, if you find that you get scattered, you start good and get scattered as you continue, then the shorter sessions are best. And extend out your sessions. If you feel like you're doing fine as you extend out, you can go a little bit longer. That would be fine. But there are those characteristics, and sometimes you don't know. Sometimes it's just the mind is all over the place. But that's what the taming of the mind is about. So we've been talking about these different yanas and talking about the four thoughts that turn the mind to Dharma. And we've talked about the Four Noble Truths. But there is a concept or a definition that we haven't really spoken much about that we will talk more about now when we talk about the Mahayana tradition, and that is bodhicitta. Without bodhicitta, really all of this comes to naught. That is really the whole aspect of wanting to benefit others. Bodhi is enlightenment, and citta is mind. It's basically the mind of enlightenment, or the attitude of enlightenment, that the bodhisattvas strive to develop, this aspect of bodhicitta. And there are certain, certain exercises, such as the Tonglen that we're going to do, that helps develop breaking this pattern of self-aggrandizement and this attachment to this personal self, and to actually begin and want to give other people, benefit, and to want what's good and helpful for them, and to take on all that is not good. You'd rather you take it than for them to take it. And there's this exercise, part of the Losang mind training that we talked about, and this is the Tonglen practice. So we're going to talk about that and practice Tonglen a little bit too. How many of you have practiced Tonglen? Several of you. This is a common practice in most traditions, but for those of you who have not practiced it, it's one that we need to be aware of, and it's something that you can do on a daily basis as part of your regular daily practice, this sending and receiving. It helps to cultivate, break this ego, me first kind of idea. And the way this is done, this compassion meditation called Tonglen, which means sending and receiving, and it breaks our normal logic of me first by imagining this a person that we love, have affection for, care about. It may be a parent, it may be a spouse, it may be a child. It could be anyone that we have affection for, placing them on a seat in front of us. And, there's two different things. There's this loving kindness and compassion. Loving kindness is wanting to have people be happy. Compassion is wanting them not to suffer. Two different things, loving kindness and compassion. Wanting them to be happy, may they have all good, and compassion, may they not suffer, feel pain, sorrow, unhappiness in any way. So we're developing both these qualities of loving kindness and compassion through this exercise. So we have this person in front of us, and visualizing them clearly. We see, how they suffer. We see how they are stuck, possibly, in their own sense of this attachment, the pain, suffering that comes with that. They may have physical aches and pains, mental problems, afflictions. whatever their level of suffering, we want to take it away. So on the inhale, we think we're taking these negative qualities, the suffering, and whatever many forms it takes, taking it into us as kind of a murky-colored smoke, and extending out our loving kindness, compassion, all healing and well-being, and immediately as we send this out as a brilliant white light, they are relieved of suffering and have embodied all the qualities of goodness, well-being, happiness, and peace. So we're taking in the negative qualities and sending out the positive. And thinking that every time we take it in, it actually makes our bodhicitta stronger and our sense of loving kindness and compassion stronger, and we can send that back out again in this wave of white light that surrounds them, purifies them, removes obscuration, pain, suffering in the myriad forms that we know about. After we do this for a period of time, we can extend that out to our family, knowing that this is not unusual. The same pain and suffering that this individual feels is the same pain and suffering that we all feel as a member of humanity, and really all of the levels of suffering throughout the 6 realms. So then we begin to expand. If you have the capacity to do this, we expand that to our family and friends, we expand that to our state, we expand it to the country, we expand it to the planet, we expand it to the universe, we expand it to all of the sentient beings throughout the myriad macrocosm, microcosm, multiverse. So we are not the only ones here, you know. We like to think that we're the only human species, but the Buddha taught that, you know, this is a very small piece, that there are beings, myriad beings throughout this multiverse. This is one universe. So we extend this out as wide as our capacity for the visualization can be. And then we can just bring it back again, and we rest in emptiness, just dissolve that picture, rest in emptiness, breathing, and then you can again expand that and do that practice again. For some people, it's very hard for them to even visualize anyone outside themselves. So in the beginning, if it is like that, you can just visualize yourself in front. Send yourself this loving kindness and compassion. Take back your suffering, absorbing it, and visualizing this good qualities surrounding yourself, and purifying all negativities, obscurations, and pain and suffering in that way. This can be done on an individual basis. If you know someone who's suffering, going through some difficult time, loss of someone close to them, or some physical problem, surgery, so many different things, you can do this in a healing kind of way, and just do this Tonglen for someone. That is for on the cushion, you know, when we're sitting. But it is not solely or specifically just for the cushion. You know, when you're out driving in your car, you can look next to the person and you can see that they're having a bad day or whatever, and you can do Tonglen for them, taking in that may they be happy, may they have the sources of happiness, may they never be separated from well-being, happiness, peace, and tranquility. So it's an exercise that can be done when you're shopping, when you're at the bank, or wherever you are. You can extend this loving kindness and compassion. And as you do it more and more, we're developing this quality of the bodhisattva, bodhicitta, the mind of enlightenment. Any question about that? Bodhicitta, Tonglen. Should we try it? See how that works? Hopefully, again, at the conclusion of this weekend, you will have some skills, or be reminded of some skills that, and you know, skillful action, being skillful, is one of the ways that we really gain wisdom. So in our everyday life, being skillful in our actions, and this is a very skillful action for developing loving kindness, compassion, and this quality of bodhicitta. So, taking the posture of meditation, taking a couple of breaths, Visualize in front of you this being who you are close to. You can easily visualize them. And as you breathe in, you're taking in their suffering in whatever form of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, removing all the obscurations, pain, habitual patterns that cause suffering. Take them in, breathe them in, fearlessly. Part of the Bodhisattva is really courage, courageously moving along the path. So as a Bodhisattva, we take in this and we send out loving kindness, compassion, healing, peace, tranquility, as this brilliant light that as soon as it touches this individual, they are totally and completely realized in the way that they are a Buddha. Taking away all the obscurations and pain as you inhale, sending out all the qualities and virtues and seeing them in the fullness of their own Buddha nature. Brilliant. And continue to repeat that pattern, inhaling and exhaling, receiving and sending.